Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and I wanted to show you the new paper collection that we just got in. This is from Blue Fern. If you have never used Blue Fern paper before, if you get this, you are in for a treat. They have the best quality paper that I have ever used, and I'm not just saying that to try to sell it. I'll keep it all myself if I need to, but they do have the best quality paper. We did we did have in these stamps, but they have already sold out. But I have more coming. If you want to go ahead and pre-order yours, you can do that. I've got it up where you can pre-order it. They should be here one day next week, and then we can ship everything out. It also comes with ephemera packs that you can order if you want. We did sell out of those today, this morning. But if you want to order the ephemera pack, then you can do that, and we will ship it all out at the same time. And like I said, it should be in next week, maybe by Wednesday or Thursday. But this is the stamp set, and it is called Registered Letter. And it has some gorgeous stamps in there. You can see it all looks like the old letters, stamps, and looks like this one's been stamped lots of times. And then it's got this one on there that says Europe. This says Registered Letter, and then it's got a lot of other writing under there. This one says London, and then this one says Carte Lettre, I guess. I don't know. I can't pronounce any of that, but there you go. So that is the stamp set. These are very inexpensive, but they're great quality stamps. If you ever, I'll just tell you this little tidbit here. If you ever open a stamp up and it has a sweet smell, that's a good quality stamp. These have a wonderful sweet smell, so that is a good quality stamp. If you open up one and it doesn't smell a sweet smell, then it's usually not a good quality, and it's probably not going to last you a long time, and it's not going to stamp really well. That's just been my experience. So, but this one's mine, or I would sell this to you. I've already used it a few times, but this is the stamp set. Then on the ephemera, it's got lots and lots of good things on the ephemera. I'll just kind of flip through some of them. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? And those old pens, fountain pens. And then that, isn't that pretty? There's another floral piece. Now I trimmed the white off around mine. That's something that you can, or I don't have to do. It doesn't matter. But the ones that I used, I just trimmed that white off, and I liked it better that way. But look at that. And that, very vintage. This is called Jane's Memoirs, and it is based on Jane Austen. With that little teacup. Isn't that pretty? Has an ampersand, and then just some different letters. Those old vintage mirrors that's framed, and then there is that, and then this, and then it also has a few more pieces that I've already used. It has this one that I used on my soft cover journal, and so that right there just says notes, and it's got some flowers on it. It has this feather. And then it has this lady that's holding a bouquet of flowers. And then this is the packaging that the ephemera came in. I used it, or I would be able to show you the back, and you could see all the pieces. But I used the packaging because it was so pretty. It had all that lace and everything on it. So I used that. So that is the ephemera pack. Now, let me put this ephemera pack back in my little pouch here. Okay, now these are the papers, and I'm gonna let you hear a good quality paper, and you say hear or feel. I'm gonna let you hear a good quality paper. If you can take a paper first off in your hand and hold it like this without it drooping, that's a good quality paper. See, this does not droop at all, no matter, even if I hold it like that with two little fingers. Also, listen. That's a good quality paper. If I take, let me find a thin sheet of paper. Right here is a good thin one. This is a very thin piece of paper. First off, I can't hold it without it drooping. And then second, I can't even make it flop. And you hear that sound? So this is a good quality sound. This is, I would say, at least, if you're going by cardstock weight, I would say this is at least a 160 or a 200 GSM. It's very, very thick, and this makes beautiful mini albums. I've made quite a few out of them. So this is the first sheet. This one is called Metropolitan, and the packages are 10 sheets of double-sided 12 by 12. So there's the back side. Isn't that beautiful? Then this one, you could either cut these little pieces out or use them as is. I just think that is adorable right there. All of these are. I love them. This one is called Calling Cards. There's the back. Look at that vintage lace. This collection was created by Jen Bishop for Blue Fern. She's a wonderful designer. And then here's this one. This one is called Petite Echo. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. All of that background. She did such a good job doing these collages. Look at that. And then this one is called Bouquet. And there's Jane Austen. And there's a little information about her. So there she is. Pride and Prejudice, a novel. I know a lot of you probably read that. Isn't that pretty? All that vintage lace is just gorgeous. Look at that. And that is just some old stitching that she's included in here. Vintage stitching, embroidery. There's some embroidery. And there's some embroidery. Beautiful. And then this one, there's Jane Austen's name again. Emma, a novel in 3 volumes. This one is called, let's see, Mercantile is what this one is called. Look at that. St. Louis. Let's see if it's got a year. Well, it's got 92 on there, but I would think that would probably be way back in like 1892 or 1792. Really pretty. I can just sit and look at these papers and pick out things. Look at that. Let me let you see this side again. Jane Eyre. An autobiography. So, really pretty. And then this one is called Locket and Key. So there we have the locket right there. And there's a key. There's more of that embroidery there and there. Some beautiful lace and flowers in the background. And look at these charms that she's got hanging down here. So pretty. And then there's the back side of that one. Okay. And then this one's called Emma. And I don't know, maybe that's Emma there. That's pretty. She's beautiful. Oh, look at all of this. Look at that. See, every time I look at these, and I've looked at them a dozen times because I had to separate them out into bundles, but every time I look at this, I find something different. It's beautiful. Look at that. That is the most gorgeous. I don't know if that's knitting or embroidery, but that's gorgeous. Okay. And then this one, let me turn it around. This one is called Distressed Floral. Look at that old advertisement for Hopper and Son. This is just gorgeous. And there's the back. English language, a dictionary of English language, sense and sensibility. And it's got some of her books, pages of her books in the background. You can make out some of the words and things in there. This one is called, Stylograph. Lavender and Old Lace, Waterman's Fountain Pens. And then there's a Vintage Lady, London. There's a painter. Don't know who that is. Don't know that it may say somewhere on there. It's got a lot of different words on there, but it's in French, so I can't read it. Just love it. There's an old balloon. Look at that. It's just like torn pieces of the embroidery, the old embroidery pieces, and then old lace, vintage lace, and flowers. I just can't believe she did such a great job on this collaging. This one's called Pride and Prejudice, or Prejudice, Pride and Prejudice. Lavender and Lace, Poetic Localities. Brooke Jackson. It's just amazing. It amazes me to look at these and just see what all is in there. 1775, Jane Austen. 1775 to 1817. Pride and Prejudice. That must be when she wrote that book, maybe? I don't know. London, New York. And look, they've got parts marked out. It's like that was her, maybe her draft, and then they marked parts out. I don't know. Charles E. Brooke. That makes me want to go look things up on Jane Austen now. 2020 West 29th Street. Beautiful, beautiful. But anyway, these are the papers, and like I said, the stamp sets and the ephemera packs did sell out even before I got a chance to show the sheets of the pages. But if you want to go ahead and pre-order yours so that they won't sell out again before you have a chance to grab one, then you can go ahead and order it now. They should be here next week, and we'll just ship everything together so that your shipping will just be at one cost. All right, that is it, guys. I wanted to tell you about this, and I have another couple of videos to go, so we will see you again in a little bit. Bye-bye.